Okay gamers, so today we're going to be talking about the Division with the updated version with all the latest patches on it and so on, to see if it's actually worth spending the money now to buy this game and give it a go now. I was one of the people when it first came out. I waited for a few reviews before buying it, even though I knew the problems with the game. After having watched the reviews, I bought it and I really enjoyed it for a while, but I started to see the problems started to come up, and I thought, oh, okay, I'll put it, I'll leave it to the side, play some other games until some patches catch up and try and hopefully fix some of the problems. The patches have fixed some of the big problems. One of the ones I found the worst, one of the ones that irritated me absolutely to no end in this game, was the bullet sponge effect, where the higher the level, the more bullets you had to put into these guys to knock them down, and some of it was just ridiculous. Like, you just shoot the shit out of these guys, like just endless magazines of bullets going into them, and they're still running around firing back. And it just drove me insane. It took the immersion straight out of the game. Like, you just knew it was just crap. Now they have fixed that to some extent. That bullet sponge effect has dropped. It's only the bigger bosses that seem to be a little bit more spongy now. The lower level guys, you hit them so many times they start limping and owling and and ahhing and pulling up and things like that. So it's only the bosses that have bullet sponges now, which still takes away from the immersion of the game a bit, I must admit, but it's nowhere near as bad as what it was. So that part of it has been fixed to a certain extent, guys, so that helps with it. The other thing with the game that I think needs fixing, and they haven't really done it, is if you're not alone, if you've got like artificial intelligence team with you, like you're trying to cover a roadblock or something like that, the guys on your side, they're worse shots than stormtroopers. Honestly, they're just hopeless. They can't hit shit. There's bullets flying everywhere, but no one's getting hit. And then you got the artificial intelligence on the other side, only seem to be shooting at you. They don't fire anything back at your teammates. It's all directed at you. So you may as well be there alone anyway. I mean, okay, I may be exaggerating a bit. There's a couple of shots here and there that miss and hit, but honestly, that just drives me nuts. There's no use having a team environment thing if your team can't help it all. That hasn't been addressed in the patches so far that I've noted. The other one that stuck out originally with the game was the customization of your character. Now, you have the normal massive online game things where you get your character's face and body, and you can, make adjustments to whatever it is that you want. But in this game here, they're very, very limited. I mean, I don't know why, but I've quite often played female characters with long red hair done in a ponytail. I don't know why I do that. It's just something I do. Like seeing a strong woman play the field sort of thing, shoot shit up. But I couldn't do it in this. There wasn't hairstyles for it. The facial features aren't there, and you can't adjust the bodies to be, the way you want them to be. Tall with big shoulders or whatever. Now, I'm not talking about making it so that some of the ridiculous games where you got people running around with looks like a basketball on a toothpick with their head the size of a basketball. Not that sort of adjustment, but enough to make people different. Because you get in the game, everyone looks the same. There's just not enough difference there, and it goes for the items you pick up to your clothes and that you wear. I mean, I know they can't have like extremes like big full body armor and all that sort of stuff, but I mean, please, just you got to make it a little bit, a bit of variation there. The weapons are not too bad. You can customize your weapons and that, and there are some skins. The skins are very rare, guys, to buy skins to put on your weapons. But it does help. You see a few people running around skins on their guns, and it does make a bit of difference, But it's one of the problems with the games that annoys me. And the next part is the end game. There's not much to do in the end game. I mean, there is still missions come up, but it's just the same stuff: run and gather, run and shoot, backwards and forwards. So there's not a lot there. But then again, when you look at all these massive online games, when you reach your highest goal, there really isn't a lot going on. I mean, you can go back and replay missions and things like that and do raids and so on. In this one here, you've got the dark area that you can go into and do that sort of thing. But even that's a problem, which you watch that in other videos. I talk about the dark zone, and it's still got the same sort of problems that it's always had. But the end game stuff, all you're doing pretty much is waiting for end game, like the DLC to come along, to give you some more to do. And that's pretty much it, guys. it'd be good to see, you know, like in WoW, where they you know, keep throwing up new stuff all the time and changing the game around and stuff like that, and you know, adding new bits and that. That could help, but really there's not a lot to do once you've hit that end game point, except wait for the next DLC. But anyway, guys, as far as is the game worth buying now, I think yes, because the price now has dropped down to a point where it's very, very reasonable. I mean, I got mine for I think $25 Australian. So I think at that price, for the entertainment you get from this game, the fun you can get from it, because it is a lot of fun, it's definitely worth buying. So having said that, the good things about the game is it's a beautiful game to look at. Absolutely gorgeous. I mean, I know people say it's not as pretty as what it was supposed to be. You know, they did dull down the graphics a bit before they released the game, but honestly, guys, it's still a gorgeous game. The atmosphere that's built into this thing is just superb. The actual gameplay itself is really good. The gunplay and stuff like that is just superb, guys. Just really well executed. If you've got a decent setup with your mouse and so on, you'll find the gunplay as good as any other first-person shooter out there. And speaking about visuals, it's very immersive in that as you're running around, there's still Christmas lights up from Christmas. There's piles of garbage that haven't been collected because things have crashed and all that sort of thing. You go to the zones where all the sick people are coming in, and it's very, very immersive. And a game like this honestly needs it, because you're going to be spending a lot of hours in this game around the same neighborhoods. So you do need to have something that really sucks you in, draws you into this game. So at the end of the day, guys, for the price and for the value you do get from it, from the fun you can have with this game, and honestly, it is a barrel load of fun, except for those few drawbacks I said in the beginning of the video. I definitely would recommend going out and getting it for this price and giving it a go, because honestly, $25 is nothing for a game of this stature. It is pretty good, guys. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. Give me a thumbs up if you liked it, guys. Sub to the channel if you want to do that, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching, guys.